So actually, we as a consumer, we don't
Are you
really know
aware of
about
the
this.
average car unit?
All of you are kings and queens in your own home with your own throne that you can sit up and decide and let the business continue to woo you.
Welcome to another episode of Consumer Voice. This is the in-house program of the Consumer Protection Council, CPC, that tells you all about your rights as a consumer and how to enforce them whenever you feel they have been breached. According to the Director General, National Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC, Engr Aminu Jalal, I quote, "It would not be out of place to refer to the tire as the life of a vehicle, as well as that of its users. In order to promote the safety of lives and property, the purchase of quality tires and their proper use is crucial." End of quote. We're fast approaching the Yuletide season, which usually involves a lot of vehicular movements. Therefore, as part of CPC's sensitization campaign, I'd have with me in the studio Engr Aminu Jalal, the Director General, National Automotive Design and Development Council. Today's special episode of Consumer Voice promises to educate you on the importance of tires to human lives, how to distinguish standards from substandard tires, and the safe use and maintenance of tires. Still on the program are our usual segments on questions and answers, CPC's updates and activities, Consumer of the Week, and all your feedbacks. But first, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll go straight to our discussion segments. Stay with us.
If you look at this tire now, these iron tires.
Okay.
It's iron they use to manufacture the tires, not straight.
Okay.
But what people normally use now is straight tires.
Okay.
Because the time that iron came out, it can burst your tire at any time.
Okay.
This guy is a straight tire, it's not iron tire. This is the number of the thread. This is the manufacturing date. No any tire came with expiring date. And what they put here now is 33 weeks in 2014. The owner of this car still have 2 years ahead. So keep using all the tires. But the expiring date is going to be 2017. That's 240, that's 15, 16, 17. Still have a 2 years ahead.
Okay, that's 14 plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this number is the size of the tires. This 255. This 255 is the wideness of is the height of the tires. This 70 is the wideness of the tire. This 15 is the size of the rim. In a normal procedure, before you change your tire, you have to look into the tire. The first thing you should look into it to look the manufacturing date. Yeah, that first thing you should look. But at times, some people don't look into that. You look that the tire still get it. I think I can still using it like 2 years or not. That's not normal thing on the tires. The first thing supposed is also look the manufacturing date before you know whether it need to change, whether it need to be used. Normally, if you want your tire to be protected, it has to be checking it, balancing alignment once in a while, like between 2 months to 3 months. You have to check the balancing alignment so that the tire be protected. And you need to gauge your tires every week so that you know the kind of pressure in your tires.
What I do as a driver before embarking on any journey to ensure the safety of my passengers, I first of all check my tires, gauge my engine oil, check the level of water on my radiators, run the wipers, start my engine, and set for my passengers to come. I know when my tires are due. I check the expiring dates before getting them. Before I buy them, I check the expiring date. As I'm going, I always check. So most of the times I don't even wait till it expires. At times, bad road may chop it up. You don't just wait until it expires. You change it.
On my tire, I check whether sometimes if you didn't check tire, my one side or the other swallow. Then if there's something like that, I will lay the complaint to my company. They will change the tire for me.
We have a limited kilometer that a tire runs, and we change it. As in, it has to do with kilometer. So when you calculate the kilometers, you change the tires. And if eventually a tire has a problem before the time expires, we as well change it, because maybe a vehicle is not balanced and the tire is eating off. So you will not say the time is not there, that the time has not expired, so you will not change the tire. So it is, in fact, tire issue has always remained the secret behind our success in business, because we watch tires. If a tire has a problem and the bus goes down, the bus is gone, and probably lives will be lost.
Welcome back. Today I have with me Engineer Aminu Jalal, the Director General, National Automotive Design and Development Council. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. Briefly tell us about your mandate and the importance of your mandate to the Nigerian consumer.
Well, the main mandate of the National Automotive Design and Development Council is to see that our automotive industry survives, develops, and grows as much as possible using local human and material resources. The reason why it's important for the economy is that, first of all, we need vehicles for the movement of goods, people, and services. Now, we have been importing a lot of these vehicles before. In 2013, we used about $8.7 billion importing vehicles, spare parts, and tires. Then this industry has extensive linkages. For instance, if you look at the raw materials that goes into them, we're talking about iron and steel, lead, copper, aluminum, plastics, paints, electronics. Then if you look at the current system where major manufacturers, what we call OEM, original equipment manufacturers, they only do design, assembly, testing, sales, after-sales service, warranty, and recall services.
Okay.
They buy 70% of the parts. A typical car is about over 2,000 parts and components. Okay. They only do about 30%.
Okay.
70% they buy from small and medium enterprises. So if we have this industry, we can develop local content, these SMEs that can supply them. And then there'll be a lot of jobs will be created. Many jobs will be created. Then the technology, the materials, and the knowledge, equipment used for this parts and components, we also use it for our other national requirements.
Okay.
For instance, if you look at the agriculture, you are talking of tractors, you are talking of harvesters. This is from the automotive industry. So if you don't have automotive industry, it will be difficult to develop your agricultural sector. If you look at defense, you are looking at tractors, tanks, motorized artillery, armored personnel carriers. All these come from the automotive industry.
Okay,
so you cannot have a defense industry without an automotive industry.
Okay, so what you're saying is part of the mandates of the National Automotive Council is to ensure that we're using our resources to provide for our economy instead of importing these things.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're coming to the Yuletide season, and there's going to be a lot of vehicular movement and all of that. I don't know if you're aware, but the Consumer Protection Council is trying to sensitize the public, about the safety of their tires. To what extent can you tell vehicle owners to protect themselves?
Yes, I'm glad to say we have partnered with the Consumer Protection Council to educate consumers on this safe choice, use, and maintenance of tires. In fact, we had a manual which have been in